Hello friends, this is Praveen Pawar. In this video, we are going to discuss question paper of UGC-NET January 2017. This is paper 1 test booklet series X. We will discuss from question number 22 to 60. For question number 1 to 21, please go through my previous video. So here we will start. University professor maintains data on MCA students tabulated by performance and gender of the students. The data is kept on a computer hard disk, but accidentally some of it is lost because of a computer virus. Only the following could be recovered. So in the table is given that only this data is recovered, rest of the data is lost. Panic buttons were pressed, but to no avail. An expert committee was formed which decided that the following facts were self-evident. So these statements are given. With the help of this statement, we will try to find out rest of the data. Half the students were either excellent or good. 40% of the students were female. One third of the male students were average. It is given that 40% of the students were female. So, if we assume X is the total number of students, then 40% of this is 0.4 of X is 32. So, the value of X is 32 divided by 0.4 is equal to 80, and 80 is the total number of students. Easily we can find out the total number of male students, which is 80 minus 32 is equal to 48. Okay. Another statement is given that half the students were either excellent or good. So half of the total students, which is 40, is good or excellent. So 30 is good and 10 is excellent student, and remaining 40 students are average. Okay. Another statement: one third of the male students were average. So one third of the total male students. One third of 48 is 16. So 16 is the average male student. So good male students is 16 plus 10, 26, and 48 minus 26 is 22. Average female candidates 40 minus 16 is 24. Good female students 30 minus 22 is 8. And there is no excellent female students. Now we will try to solve the problems. What proportion of female students are good? You know the total female students are 32. We have to find the proportion of good female students. So easily we can calculate this. 8 divided by 32, which is 1 by 4. So correct answer is 0.25. Approximately what proportion of good students are male? Total good students are 30, and out of 30 there are 22 male good male students. So 22 divided by 30, approximate it gets 0.73. So correct answer is 0.73. How many female students are excellent? So from the table you observe that there is no excellent female student. So correct answer is 1. Next question is, read the following statement. Information and communication technology is considered a subset of information technology. The right to use a piece of software is termed as copyright. Which of the above statement is a correct? So both statements are correct. The correct answer is 1. Both 1 and 2. Which of the following correctly lists computer memory type from highest to lowest speed? So here you will see there are four types of memory is given here. I will explain one by one each. CPU registers. These uh, these registers represents the memory of the processor which is used when any program is executed. Second, cache memory stores the data which is frequently in use. Next, main memory is the memory which is inbuilt in our system, is RAM. And next is secondary storage. For example, our pen drive, hard disk, the secondary storage. So this is the order of the from highest to lower speed. Correct answer is 3. Next question is, which of the following statements are true? The decimal number 11 is larger than the hexadecimal number 11. So first we'll discuss the number system. In decimal number system, you will find there are 10 different digits from 0 to 9. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, in this way numbers come. In hexadecimal number system, there are 16 different digits from 0 to 9, then A, B, C, D, E, F. After F, number system continues as 10, 11, 12, 13, 19, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1F, then 20, 21, 22, and so on. So easily we observe that decimal number system 11 is smaller than hexadecimal number system 11. So this statement is not correct. In the binary number 1110.101, the fractional part has the decimal value as 0.625. Same as in the binary number system, there are two different digits, 0 and 1. Here we will convert the fractional part, okay, from decimal to binary. So to convert from decimal to binary, we will multiply this fractional part of 0.625 by 2. So we will get 1.25. We will take only integer value, which is 1, and remaining fractional part again multiply by 2. So 0.25 into 2 is 0.5. Again 0.5 will multiply by 2, which is 1.00, till we get 0, 0 in our fractional part, and we read this number from top to bottom. So 101 is the, we will get this value. So this statement is correct. So correct answer is S2 only. Next question is, with regard to a word processing software, the processor of combining static information in a publication together with variable information in a data source to create one merged publication is called. So correct answer is electronic mail. Next question, DVD technology uses an optical media to store the digital data. DVD is an acronym for. The full form of DVD is digital versatile disk, is a type of secondary storage. The correct answer is 3, digital versatile disk. Next question is, assertion is given, sustainable development is critical to well-being of human society. Environmentally sound, and the reason is environmentally sound policies don't harm the environment or deplete the natural resources. Choose the correct code. So both statements are correct, but our reason is not the correct explanation of this given assertion. So correct answer is 2. Next question is, the dominant source of pollution due to oxides of nitrogen in urban areas is. The key component of oxides of nitrogen is NO2, which is nitrogen dioxide. So dominant source of pollution due to this is road traffic or road transport. So correct answer is this, road transport. Next question is, which of the following is not a waterborne disease? Typhoid, hepatitis, cholera, dengue. So dengue is also known as bone crusher. It is a viral disease which is spread due to the bite of the mosquito. So dengue is not a waterborne disease. Next question is, which of the following is a characteristic of Web 2.0 application? Multiple users schedule their time to use Web 2.0 applications one by one. Web 2.0 applications focus on the ability for people to collaborate and share information online. Web 2.0 applications provide users with content rather than facilitating users to create it. Web 2.0 applications use only static pages. So Web 2.0 is the advanced version of Web 1.0, that is World Wide Web. And Web 2.0 applications, for example, is Google Docs. In Google Docs, we can create the information and share with the friends, and in the collaboration, we can update the information with our friends or colleagues. So another example is web conferencing, video conferencing. So correct answer is Web 2.0. Applications focus on the ability for people to collaborate and share information online. Next question is, in which country the recent international agreement on phasing out hydrofluorocarbons was signed? So correct answer is Rwanda. Which of the following natural hazards is not hydrometeorological? Snow avalanches, sea erosion, tropical cyclone, tsunami. Sea erosion is also known as coastal erosion. Uh, in this, sea erosion means wearing away of lands due to air and water. So correct answer is sea erosion. Next question is, which of the following are the demerits of globalization of higher education? Exposure to global curriculum, promotion of elitism in education, commodification of higher education, increase in the cost of education. So we have to find the demerits. So correct answer is B, C and D. Correct answer is 3. Next question is, which of the following statements are correct about deemed universities? The governor of the state is the chancellor of the deemed universities. This is not correct. They can design their own syllabus and coursework. This is correct. They can frame their own guidelines regarding admission and fee. This is also correct. They can grant degree. This is also correct. So correct answer is 2. Next question is, Indian government's target for power production from small hydro projects by the year 2022 is 1 gigawatt, 5 gigawatt, 10 gigawatt and 15 gigawatt. Correct answer is 5 gigawatt. Indian government's target for power production is 100 gigawatt from solar, 60 gigawatt from wind and 10 gigawatt from biomass. Next question is, Rajya Sabha of the which of the following statements are correct? Rajya Sabha is a permanent house which can be dissolved only during national emergency. Rajya Sabha is the upper house which is not subject to dissolve. So this statement is not correct. Rajya Sabha does not represent local interests of the states. This is correct. Members of the Rajya Sabha are not bound to vote at the dictates of the states that represent. This is also correct. No union territory has a representative in the Rajya Sabha present. This is also correct statement. So correct answer is 3, which is B, C and D. Question number 14. Which of the following are not necessarily the immediate consequences of the proclamation of the President's rule in a state? Dissolution of the State Assembly, removal of the Council of Ministers in the state, takeover of the state administration by the union government, appointment of chief secretary. Select the correct answer from the quotes given below. So correct answer is A and D. Correct option is 1. Next question is, instead of holding the office during the pleasure of president, who among the following hold the office during good behavior? Correct answer is Attorney General of India. So correct option is 2, C only. Next question is, the purpose of value education is best served by focusing on cultural practices prevailing in the society, norms of conduct laid down by social group, concern of human values, religious and moral practices and instructions. The correct option is 3, concern for human values. Question number 43. Assertion is given that learning is a lifelong process, and the reason is learning to be useful must be linked with life processes. So correct answer is 2. Both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Next question is question number 44. Effectiveness of teaching has to be judged in terms of course coverage, students' interest, learning outcomes of students, use of teaching aids in the classroom. So correct answer is learning outcomes of students, important for effectiveness of teaching. Next question is, in which teaching methods learners participation is made optimal and proactive? Discussion method, bus section method, brainstorming session method, project method. Correct option is third, brainstorming session method. Next question is, one of the most powerful factors affecting teaching effectiveness is related to the social system of the country, economic status of the society, prevailing political system, educational system. So correct answer is 4, educational system. Next question is, assertion is given, formative evaluation tends to accelerate the pace of learning, and the reason is as against summative evaluation, formative evaluation is highly reliable. Formative evaluation is basically to observe the performance of students, which is conducted by the teacher in the classroom as a test, and summative evaluation is to provide the final grade to the students, which is conducted at the end of the semester. So correct option is 3, assertion is true but reason is false. Next question is, which of the following set of statements represents acceptable propositions in respect of teaching learning relationships? Choose the correct code to indicate your answer. When students fail in a test, it is the teacher who fails. It's not necessary. It is not correct. Every teaching must aim at ensuring learning. Yes, it is correct. There can be teaching without learning taking place. This is also possible. There can be no learning without teaching. This is also possible. A teacher teaches but learns also. Yes, it is also correct. Real learning implies rote learning. This is not correct. So correct answer is 1. Here rote learning means memorizing the statements by repeating it. So this statement also is not correct. Question number 49. In doing action research, what is the usual sequence of steps? So correct answer is this. First we plan, then act, then observe, then reflect. Next question is, which sequence of research steps in the list given below? So sequence of research steps. For this, first we formulate the problem formulation, then we make the hypothesis making, Then we develop the research design. So next is development of research design. Then we collect the data, collection of data, and next is data analysis and formulation of generalization and conclude the our work. So this is the research step. Correct answer is 3. So next question is, below are given two sets, research methods and data collection tools. Match the two sets and indicate your answer by selecting the correct code. So research method, experiment method. So for this data collection tools is for experiment method is questionnaire. X post facto method is a standardized test. Descriptive survey method, correct answer is using primary and secondary sources. And for historical method, typical characteristic test. So correct answer is this. Next question is, the issue of research ethics may be considered pertinent at which stage of research? Pertinent means relevant or appropriate. So options are at the stage of problem formulation and its definition, at the stage of defining the population of research, at the stage of data collection and interpretation, at the stage of reporting the findings. So correct answer is at the stage of problem formulation and its definition. Next question is, in which of the following reporting format is formally prescribed? Doctor level thesis, conference of researchers, workshops and seminars, symposia. Reporting format. We make reports at the level of doctor level thesis. Question number 54. The principal of a school conduct an interview session of teachers and students with a view to explore the possibility of their enhanced participation in a school program. This endeavor may be related to which type of research? Evaluation research, fundamental research, action research, applied research. Correct answer is action research. Next is, read the following passage carefully and answer questions from 55 to 60. So here I am not going to read the whole passage. It is given here. We will go to the question. What did Tagore articulate in his last testament? Here we'll see that same color is given to the correct answer and the portion in the passage, okay, from which we can get the answer. So we'll go to the questions. What did Tagore articulate in his last testament? Offer support to Subhash Bose, expose the women petitions of the Western world, express loyalty to England, encourage the liberation of countries. The correct answer is 2. What was the stance of Indian intelligentsia during the period of Great War? Indifference to Russia's threat. They favored Japanese militaries. They prompted creativity out of confused loyalties. They expressed sympathy for England's dogged courage. Correct answer is 4. Identify the factors responsible for the submergence of creative energy in Indian literature. Military occupation of one's own soil, resistance to colonial occupation, great agony of partition, victory of allies. Correct option is 3. What was the aftermath that survived tragedies in Kashmir and Bangladesh? Suspicion of the country's continuance of rivalry, menace of war, national reconstruction. Correct answer is 4. National reconstruction. The passage has the message that disasters are inevitable. Great literature emerges out of chains of convulsions. Indian literature does not have a marked landscape. Literature has no relation with war and independence. What was the impact of the last Great War on Indian literature? It had no impact. It aggravated popular revolution against violence. It shook the foundation of literature. It offered eloquent support to the Western world. So correct answer is 2. It aggravated popular revolution against violence. For such type of problems during the exam, quickly go through the passage, then underline the important keywords. Okay, then go to the problems. Easily you will get the solution of all the questions. So the last, thank you very much. Thanks for your kind attention. Your all suggestions are most welcome. All the best, my friends. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe my channel. Again, thank you very much.